everybody. Let him hear it.
Thank you. Keep it going for all our comics tonight. Come on. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody having a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I bumped into a kid I went to kindergarten with the other day, and I got to tell you, it was a little awkward. I mean, what do you say to somebody you haven't seen in 50 years? Hey, you still like purple? How's that drinking milk through a straw jammed up your nose working out? That relieved him a job? Yeah, he looked at me, he said, "Hey Mike, did you ever learn how to play nice with people?" Yeah, I was a little antisocial as a kid. I did 2 tours in kindergarten. I'm proud of that. Yeah, 2 tours. Anybody else? 2 tours? Nobody. So I'm a little depressed. I just celebrated a big birthday. And thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Thank you. And in an instant, I crossed that line. I went from wanting to bang Rachel Ray to looking at her saying, "You know what? The lady got a pretty good recipe for date-nut bread." Yeah, nothing's the same when you get old, trust me. I don't even watch porn the same way anymore. I threw in a disc the other night, and there's a man dressed as a fucking pizza delivery man having sex with 2 women on a pool table. And between his oh my God and their oh my God, I'm screaming at the TV, "The felt! Somebody's gonna fuck up the felt!" And the pizza's getting cold. It's already been paid for. Holy crap. I'm using words that I never used before as a kid. I went out for Chinese food the other night. The guy came up to me and says, "How was it?" I said, "It was wonderful." Everybody fucking stopped eating. Who the hell describes Chinese food as wonderful? I mean, the only thing between me and death is the word delightful. Ah, boy. So I grew up with very supportive parents. I was short and fat, and they said, "Don't play any sports, you won't make any teams." I considered that pretty supportive. They said, "You know, you're built just like your Uncle Meyer." Does anybody in here want to be built like an Uncle Meyer? They said, "Don't knock it, the man could fucking knit and crochet to beat the band." I said, "I'm 10 years old, you want me to go knit and crochet? Why don't I just go up to the high school and blow the whole goddamn football team?" And can you imagine show and tell? Billy brought an 8-foot boa that ate the neighbor's dog. Tommy brought his sister's busted appendix in a mayonnaise jar. Michael, what do you have? Oh, a nice pleated sweater set. So I'm a survivor of Cub Scouts. Anybody else in here survive Cub Scouts? Yeah. Bullshit. Oh shit. And my parents thought it was important, even though I lived in the inner city, that I learn how to survive in the wilderness, just in case I walked the 37 blocks to the nearest fucking tree in my neighborhood. I would know how to make a lean-to out of wine bottles. See, I always thought scouting was full of shit. It sent me mixed messages. I mean, here, I get a goddamn merit badge for learning how to light a fire in the woods. Michael Sammy got 13 months for lighting one in the store. I guess you gotta be a Jew to really understand that. My mother used to say, if you don't behave, your little scout troop could get activated. They could send you to Vietnam. I said, and do what? Get dropped behind enemy lines and tell ghost stories? Or make s'mores for the troops, maybe. Ah, boy. So I just celebrated 30 years of marriage. Not consecutively. Not consecutively, more, I would say more cumulatively. Cumulatively, yeah, I've been married a bunch of times, but I've been fortunate to meet beautiful, caring, loving women who over time become consumed with rage and hate towards me. Except my first wife, she hated me right from the beginning. But I gave her a pass. She had a shitty childhood. She lost her twin sister in a freak accident. I mean, honestly, how many times has anybody here heard of a house falling out of the sky onto somebody? It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen, I know. Oh, she loved giving me advice. She used to look at me and say, you know what, Michael, you're nothing but a clown. Actually, she said, you're nothing but a fucking clown. I gotta tell you, that shit's embarrassing. You don't do that in an open courtroom in front of 12 people you don't know. Oh, boy. One of my New Year's resolutions, I decided I'm going to work out more. I went and got a personal trainer. You bought that? Cool. Fucking cool. And he took one look at me. He said to me, Mike, we're going to rewire your entire fucking body. I said, Sparky, you're talking to some guy whose VCR is still blinking 12 o'clock. He says, the first exercise we're going to do is you're going to get on the floor, you're going to lean on your back, you're going to suck in your stomach so that Mr. Belly Button meets Mr. Spine. I said, I think we ought to let Mr. Fat Tummy do that introduction. I got too close with that fat tummy shit, right? Yeah, it just didn't work. I finally got sick of the whole thing. I said, you know what, there's got to be a machine in here that'll make me more attractive to young chicks. He said, I tried the ATM machine in the lobby. So a lot of Martin Luther King jokes being done here tonight. I guess I should tell you, I grew up in the inner city. I went to an all-black high school. 1,700 blacks, 2 Jews, me and the school doctor. I'm not even sure the guy was a doctor. I mean, every goddamn visit to this man ended in a hernia exam. Hey, Mike, can you turn your head and cough? I said, Doc, I'm here to get my eyes checked, for Christ's sakes. And why do we both gotta be naked? Oh boy, but I tried to fit in. I went to my junior prom, and I gotta tell you, my mom and I had a pretty good time. We did. But it ended poorly. I got stabbed my senior year. Oh, thank you. Made me feel real fucking special. And I got taken out of the doctor's office. He took one look at it. He says, you know, you're gonna need about 35 stitches. I said, what should we do? He said, let's get the hernia exam out of the way. We'll get to the hospital. That's my time